All right, so fellas, look, I came across this topic watching another podcast, and you know, since I'm the finance guy, it kind of intrigued me a little bit. But I want to know, I'm gonna be last, so I'm gonna go last on this topic. But can money buy happiness? Can money buy happiness? What's y'all thoughts on that?
Let's go. Because money can get you almost anything. Money puts you in a position to be happier. Money positions for you to be healthier. It positions you to have certain women in your life or woman in your life. Have your family happy because they'll have it. Yeah, I think so.
Money can buy happiness?
I may jump forward, but I always believe that even when I didn't have money, I always heard people that said money will make you happy. I think they always sounded crazy. And at one point, I said it to myself, and I probably said that because I didn't have the money. I think most time, even when I was really broke, I think only really broke people say that money don't mean everything. It's the truth. I never heard of an authentic person that had money be like, no, money's not everything. They'd be like, shit, money is everything. You get that. You're wrong, but that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
All right. What you got, Trey?
I'm one of them crazy people, because hell no.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
You can't buy happiness. Happiness is an emotion. It's a feeling within. In order to be happy, you got to be working towards something. And if you're working towards making more money will make you happy. But that's not what makes everybody happy. The happiness is not money based. So no, money does not buy happiness, but it definitely does contribute to it. And I do recognize the people who say money don't buy happiness as well, agreeing that it's usually the ones who don't have any money. It's like you throwing in the towel towards money, or you have a negative mentality or negative relationship with money, and that makes you want to say that. But no, money does not make you happy, or money does not buy happiness. You can't buy happiness. You can't go in the store and purchase, this happiness. But it does make me feel good. So I'm the more fashionable. I like shopping. I like going to get me something, and I like being able to provide. I like traveling. That's gonna cost. I like looking nice. I like doing stuff. Self-care costs. So for you to act as if money ain't nothing, you're wrong. But money ain't everything.
4, 3, 2, yeah, go and chill. Yeah. When y'all watching this video, man, you ain't subscribed yet? Man, you got about 5 more seconds to go and subscribe. I'm gonna finish up with this person right here, man. Hey, subscribe to this channel, man. We got work to do. All right, let's get back to it.
All right, so what I want to say about it is, this line Kanye said, and I might have said it on here before.
Yeah.
He said, money's not everything. Not having it is. So that line always pops in my head when I hear about does money buy happiness? I really reflected on it when I heard it on the podcast. And to me, what the conclusion I came up with is money buys comfort. Money buys you comfort. And in that comfort, it allows you to search to find happiness a little bit easier than if you didn't have that comfort. Right. When people don't got no money and everything,
it's pressure.
The pressures of life, you know what I'm saying? You always constantly you gotta worry about how you gonna pay your bills, how you gonna feed the kids, how you gonna do this, how you gonna do that. So it's a lot of stuff that you gotta take care of because you don't have money, that it's a little bit harder to focus on your happiness.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so to me, money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys you comfort and the ability to really start to search yourself. Because I think about where I'm at in life right now, the fact that I'm starting to make more money than I did before, or the fact that I'm able to make the same amount as I was before, but doing less hours around my own schedule, it gives me the time to really focus on trying to find my happiness, trying to figure out what gives me happiness, what gives me peace of mind.
Right.
So I think for me, money buys you comfort, but it doesn't buy you happiness, because there's a lot of people out there that's multimillionaires that kill themselves, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because they get all of this money and they get all this fame, but they don't still feel fulfilled inside.
Because money is numbers. Numbers are infinite. If you're only chasing a dollar, you'll never have
always
enough.
get more, yeah.
It's never going to be enough. So, and I came across this conclusion as well. It's like, make your money, then figure it out.
Big facts.
Yeah.
It's like, make your money, then figure it out.
Now you got it. Yeah, figure it out now.
Me, I took the opposite route. I figured out who I am, what I like, and all that stuff. I didn't buckle under the pressure of money. You know, like I had a poverty mindset at first. You know, growing up, and it was around me. I had that mindset, but I was like, I don't want to be like that towards money, because I actually want money. So I had to work on that. And then once I started making money, you know, once I started making thousands of dollars at a time, then it was like, man, this money could literally be gone this weekend. Like, it's so easy to spend money. And then if I, you know, continue that route, then I'm gonna be stressing behind the money now. And I'm like, bro, I've been on both sides, you know, with and without. So that's where I found that middle, where it was like, what do I truly want? You know, what do I want? And that's where I came to the conclusion where money doesn't buy happiness, but you're going to be unhappy. More than likely, you're going to be unhappy without it.
Yeah.
And it does provide the capabilities to give you the lifestyle that you actually want, instead of you settling for, you know, whatever it is that you're coming across. Now, again, you don't have to have the most or whatever it is for you. As long as you can take care of your stuff, most people are fine with that. Most people are fine with just being able to, you know, like, I'm paying my stuff off, I don't have too much debt, ain't nobody harassing me, and, you know, I can do this or that whenever I want. Then, you know, life is good for you.
Chilling.
You know what I'm saying? You're good.
That's
You're straight.
their happiness.
That's your happiness. So you got to determine what makes you happy. What do you actually want? This is where you got to set a goal. You know, like, what do you actually want, and work towards that. So I put there's a certain amount that I want to make a month, and I'm working towards that. And then I'm like, for me, it's a long-term thing. So I'm almost at a quarter of what I want to make a month. And I see the progress. So I'm like, man, I'm happy about it, because I'm working towards something. You got to be working towards something. Even if it's just chilling, that's still a goal. You still got to do stuff in order to chill comfortably. So don't neglect money. Just don't make it everything.
So,
very true.
So the stuff that money buys, right? So G, you said you do feel like money buys happiness. What is like some of the things you feel like the money can do for somebody that can help them towards happiness? Do you feel like?
Happiness to get make them comfortable, of course, get out of depression, some type of depression. I think one of the one things why people are getting divorced, or they feel like they're not succeeding in life, or sometimes people are killing themselves jumping out of buildings, is because of the money. They can't pay a bill, they going crazy, they killing themselves, depression, all that stuff. That's one of the reasons why people are just off in themselves, period, is because of the money. So I wouldn't say 100% is the happiness, but I can retract and say it's probably the comfortability. I really believe that. I do.
Yeah. That's because I had to sit and think on it. Because I used to be the guy that said money doesn't buy happiness. But then I started thinking about and looking at talking to people that got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They always seem happy. And they're like, yo, I just came back from this place. I just came back from that place.
Chilling,
you know, I was overseas for a month, you know, just spending time with the family, all of that type of stuff. So it's like, all right, so now I'm like, all right, let me dig a little bit deeper into this. And I do feel like the money gets you to a comfortable place, but that doesn't, just because you're comfortable doesn't necessarily mean you're happy. And then also, I've also talked to homeless people, and they happy too.
Happy as
you know what I'm saying? It's you know, it's different, but they like, yo, like I don't, and this kind of go into the society.
Yeah.
And the emphasis of kind of like what we talked about as being men, like we got to be the provider and things like that, and the stress that we always got to do more.
Yeah.
We always got to do more.
Yeah.
And so like one of the homeless guys I talked about, he like, yo man, I could just be, like I just walk wherever I want to go. I don't worry about no bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I just find a little spot to sleep at, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? The people that minimalist, the people that just like, I know a guy that's trying to soup up his car to live out his car and just travel around, just living out his car. He like, yo, like I don't need a lot of money, man. I just want the freedom to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. And that's where the money come into play. But if you not focused on money, you just got to figure out another way to do those things. You know what I'm saying? True. You might just don't have a house. You know what I'm saying? You might got to figure out a place to shower at. It's inconvenient, but you still got that freedom. And some people is happy living like that. And so having these conversations with people, it kind of made me realize like the money buys comfortability and the ability to do the things that we really want to do, that we perceive as happiness. But at the end of the day, we got to figure out a way that, regardless of if we making money or not, we got to figure out a way to make ourselves happy. Because what if this financial system crash? And we got to go back to we talked about it on the podcast before. What if we got to go back to
a barter system? You
know what I'm saying? Or we got to go back to like, doing stuff with our hands, getting back to that way of living. How many people gonna be happy then? Because now
ain't gonna like that at all.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be tripping out here. So I think for me, it's the comfortability, but also we gotta, while we're accumulating and while we're building, we gotta also figure out like, what still will make us happy during this journey? Because we're gonna take L's, we're gonna fall back. You know what I'm saying? How do we pick ourselves back up? Not worried about what's going on around it. Like with me, shout out to Gary V, He said, man, he like, low key in the back of my head, he like, I got all of this stuff, I'm a millionaire, blah, blah, blah. He like, sometimes in the back of my head, I want to lose it all so I could get it all back again and rise like a phoenix. Cause he's like,
he likes to chase. He loves it.
I love the journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm that way. I love the journey because to me, the happiness is in the journey to me. It's in the process. This dude always talk about like consistency. I'm still working on that part, but consistency is part of the journey. That's what brings like the happiness and the fulfillment to me, is just to see the consistency and just that 1% improvement every single day. That's what brings me the happiness. And I know in return of me doing those things, the money is going to come. I have no doubt in my mind. If I just do what I'm supposed to do, everything else is going to work out.
That's the best feeling
how
of the night, man. I late at night, like I went hard today. I did everything I think I can do. I stepped in exactly. I got my pills together. I talked to the clients. I worked out. I talked to my boys. I talked to my family. I did this every single day. I was laying in the bed like, I did the best I could. If I can lay in the bed and I don't feel like I did the best I could, I don't sleep right. It irritates me. I could have did one more rep at the gym, or I could have called one more client. Or I could have, I didn't call my mom, I could talk to her longer. Or I could have done this longer. I could have said this better on the podcast. I'd be like, Dad, I didn't go as hard. But I don't feel satisfied. I don't know what it is,
I'm the same way, man. I'm feeling like that bugged me. And especially me being an entrepreneur, and a lot of my client base is like through referrals or just me talking to people and things like that. Like, if it's something in me that tell me to speak to somebody and I don't speak to them, it bugged me. It bugged me for the rest of the day, because I'm like, man, I don't know if that person could have brought me X amount of money,
could have made
or X amount of clients, just that one person. So it's just following your gut and all of that type of stuff. But all of that stuff is part of the journey.
It is,
and that's what I love. Like, I love the grind, man. Like they know I don't be caring about like numbers. I don't care about who watching me, who not. It's just like, Paul, this is what you do. And if you just do this, the people, the money, everything is gonna come around. It's just gonna fall in place for you. And to me, that's my happiness. It's the journey.
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
I keep saying, I've been saying for years, just a matter of time. It's consistent. It's a matter of time. Don't even worry about it.
That's why patience is a virtue, because patience don't mean that you're sitting back waiting. Patience means that you're confident that you're gonna get where you're going, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So you're continually working, but you're patient for that result to come. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, you got to go through some stuff. You got to build. Imagine yourself at your goal. If you was there now, would you actually be able to obtain it? Would you actually be able to sustain all of the pressures from You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you right now, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It's facts. Because if we could, we would be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we was ready, we would be there. We're not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when we get ready, it's going to come for us.
So be patient on y'all journey towards making more money and stuff, and whatever you're making more money for. And remember your purpose over everything, because the reason why you want to make more money is going to keep you pushing. And if you become impatient about it, that's when people start having mental health issues behind money. It's because why I don't have enough, or what's considered enough for me right here in this moment. Why I'm not already a millionaire, and you only been working entrepreneurially for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
impatient, man.
You gotta be patient.
Years.
And it's comparison.
Yeah,
it's too much comparison that's going on, where we always worried about, oh, this person is doing this, why we not there?
Yeah.
Or, you know, this person's here, why am I not there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm better than them. Well, obviously you're not. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you're not there, because if you was there, you would be doing better. Right. That's how I always gotta tell myself. Like, when I sit back and I'm like, man, this person doing more numbers than me. Like, yo, I know I'm better than them. Right. No, you not, Paul, because if you was, you would be doing better. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just because you feel like you got a certain skill set, at the end of the day, it come down to the work. It come who working and who not working. You know what I'm saying? Who putting in the work, who not putting in the work. That's how you could tell the people that's doing numbers, the people that's making moves and stuff, they working. The others not.
They not stopping. They ain't paying attention to nobody else. They working.
They not stopping.
I ain't worried about what you doing, bro. I'm doing me.
So money doesn't buy happiness, but you got to get some money. And I want to take some of the pressure off of the emphasis of money, because society has pressed that upon us to be able to provide. When we provide as men, fellas, we provide more than just money. We provide way more than just money. It's guys who make a lot of money barely at home and don't have no structure. And when they do get home,
can't change a light bulb or nothing.
Oh, that. You know what I'm saying? You're not handy, or you're not actually reliable, or your woman doesn't actually respect you. She's only there for the money. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. It's a whole lot of problems when you only focus on money. Get your money. Money is important, but for me, it's like number 4 or 5.
You know what? That's a good topic to talk about. Why we provide more value than just money. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of touched on it a little bit on one of the podcasts. We kind of touched on it. But I think we was touching on it.
We do a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't mean to think I don't remember, but
we did. But we touched on it, and we touched on it in the aspect of we should be making more money, but we got more to offer than just providing money.
Okay.
Type of thing. So we mentioned it, but it wasn't like a full episode. I think it was like Principles of a Man, I think.
Yeah, we probably touched it there. Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about a
Shout
little
out to that episode. Let's throw back.
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go check that one out.
Right.
So that was a good one too.
Scroll back and check
Who
out
was
all
going
this
harder?
stuff.
I think it was Trey was going harder.
At one point, I think in the first.
That was when he was
the first like 10 episodes I was hard. 10 from all the way now we up to like 55. It was all him.
Yeah.
I was just the first 10 I was going hard.
That was
only
the first
10
10
episodes.
That was the first 10.
And then all of a sudden I stopped. See, that's all about it. On me.
He grew.
Now see that it on me.
Man.
Yeah.
But definitely, man, we just need to relieve ourselves of some of this societal pressure behind getting money and what it looks like to have money. Because there's a lot of people who get money and realize, like you said, having money ain't everything. Not having it is. And you got different problems when you get more money, more problems. You got different problems when you get this type of money, when you get the money that you're actually working towards. So don't put all the emphasis on the. Oh, you still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Hit that button, my man. Hit that button to subscribe. So don't put all the emphasis on making money. Don't put all the emphasis on the money itself. Focus on why, and then you'll have an amount that you can determine, and just focus on the fact that you're making progress towards it, that you're working towards it. Progress doesn't mean that you're making more money right away. It means that you're working towards making more money, right? So don't focus on what's not happening. Focus on what you can make happen and keep doing it. Whatever you control, man. You control it.
So with that being said, the last thing I want to add in there is, while we on the journey, man, you got to learn how to find your happiness in the midst of the journey.
Right.
Because you don't know how long it's going to take you to get there. So do you want to, it's hard to stay motivated when you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to,
Very true.
to keep going when you, depressed people don't want to do nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's why they, and a lot of times, I ain't going to get too deep in this topic, but a lot of times when you depressed, it's hard to get out of it because you don't want to move. You don't want to do nothing.
Really.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to find your happiness in the midst of the journey. But what I want y'all to do is, in the comment section, what do y'all believe is, can you buy happiness?
Right.
And then explain why down in the comment section. Make sure y'all give us a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow us, man. Yep. And I'm thankful for these two, man. That we on this journey together.
Yep.
Hey, that's it, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
Yep.